Welcome back, everyone. Hope your weekend is going well. I just jumped onto some battle nights. Yeah, shit kind of went crazy in my country at the moment, in the state that I live in. Starting to get notifications from my work that they'll keep me posted depending on the outbreak of coronavirus in the area. So it's been an interesting day. But I feel like this question comes up a lot in Discord. How to beat hyperspace, and I'm gonna do it on my main account with I guess decent heroes for the purpose of this, and then I will go and do it on the baby account to show the difference. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, so stay tuned. Hopefully you can see some tips and tricks. Because they don't really explain it to you the first few times. It's like trial and error, and then it's like, why do I even bother doing it? So, it gets a bit like that. So the main attraction is, in order to proceed to the next stage, show your little card there, you need to have dice. So what that means is you need to spend, I any of these four, you need to do at least one task. Doesn't matter if you don't get any dice from it, but you just need to complete one task. So that's the key thing here. So the easiest way to complete a task is to use the purchase one, right? In this instance, I would not be spending 1,000 gems to buy 50 of these orbs. Don't need them, and it's a waste. Don't do it. So then you're stuck with, okay, now I need to fight someone. And it's going to cost me two dice, and I'm going to get two keys back. And it's important to understand that keys are valuable, but it sometimes is wiser to save your dice for the next round. So we're going to go ahead and battle these guys because we don't really have a choice because we need to proceed. So Garuda, you and you. I like running full sustain teams. Garuda and Samuel are very good, and Ajal and basically the two tanks at the front, they pretty much heal themselves, and Pole's the one that kind of does a bit of damage. Um, Obviously, you're not going to have access to things like this if you're in early game. Late game players have already got their own strategies. But yeah, this works for me, and you keep relatively full health going into the next round. It is important because your heroes can die, and that does fuck you over. Um, See how I can't do it because you can only you ran out of dice. So for the first round, you're pretty much stuck with only one battle. For the second round, um, it all changes, right? So you can either spend gems or your diamond currency, or you can spend your gold currency. I'm actually going to buy the bullets because I've run out of bullets. But yeah, and this is your choice. Do you now go and attack because you've just spent two dice, or one dice, I should say? So if you buy things for gems, it doesn't cost a dice, but it classifies as a complete. So be aware. Whereas if you use gold to buy it, it doesn't classify as well. It classifies as a complete, but it still costs you dice. Do I want to buy those? No, not really. Hyperspace actually has the best value for money in the game so far. So if you were to buy a perfect tire, it will cost you 1,000. In a shop, it will cost you 1,200. So it actually has the best value for gems. But it's all RNG based. Now for this one, if you go the gamble, it costs you one dice, but you could get up to three dice. So it cost me one dice, but I made three back and I've completed. So if I wanted to, I could just continue along and not spend anything else. However, if you look down here, my key situation, it's not so great. A strategy is to save your dice until the last three stages, but I think we'll just show you. So it's going to cost me two dice to get four keys back. I'm not going to lose because of the double stuns and all the healing, but we can skip ahead of here. I'll show you a little bit later on when we fight some of the harder ones, why it is important to watch the fights. Now, here's the interesting stage. Now, I don't personally use any of these buffs. So if you click on it, you can see what they do. It gives 3 heroes increased accuracy or increased damage. Uh, Personally, I only ever buy this one, which is it heals 6 of your heroes for 50% of your health, and you can revive or resurrect, I should say, 3 of your heroes for 50% of your health. So that to me is the best buy. Yes, it costs the most gems, or I should say the dice. um, but that strategy for me works the most, and you'll see why a little bit later on. It does get harder, but if you just want to skip through, then always pick the cheapest option. So the cheapest option is this one. For 1 dice, you get 1 key, and yeah, you can just skip ahead. But be mindful: the more expensive the dice is, the likelihood is that you're getting better items. So for this one, I'm still going to trade up. You can never have enough arcade coins, but we're gonna go for 2 dice, 6 keys, and we're gonna fight these guys. Um, because it kind of scales to your level, you're going to get to the point where you may verse teams with Raph in them and Charlottes, where you just won't. You're not going to win, but you're not going to lose at the same time. So it gets a little bit confusing. I've had it a couple of times where you hit defeat and you just have to basically spam the same level a couple of times or the same fight a couple of times to get the win. Because at the end of the fight, if you don't succeed, the enemy team still retains the same level of damage that you did. So if you fail, your whole team wipes. You go back in, you resurrect them. The enemy team is still going to have the same level of HP as when you left the fight originally, if that makes sense. So you're not at a disadvantage. Like you don't have to start from scratch. However, there is another tactic that I will show you eventually that a lot of people use, and that allows them to reset. So I don't need any of these buffs. We're getting towards the end of it. So at the moment, we've got 2 more stages left. And this is sort of where you start to get a lot more keys for a lot less dice. So we're going to fight these guys, and hopefully, I might slow it down to times 3. Well, no, you can't. Times 2 it is. We'll see how we go. Actually, you know what? I hope we take. I'm so used to times 4 now. Everything seems like fucking so slow. We should be okay as long as they keep stun locking Raf. They're not going to be able to get off too much damage. Westerly's annoying because he's heals as well. Little Tai Chi master. Um, but yeah, I doubt we're going to lose any of these fights. I just don't see them doing enough damage overall. Um, you can, and I'll move this little dongle up here. You can, at any point during the fight, and this is why you watch it, you go pause, you go abandon, you get defeats, there you go continue, and then you go back into it, battle, and you have full health. So you've lost nothing, but they've also lost nothing. So you can abandon at any time, and you don't have any repercussions to your heroes. But I'll show you one where a couple of them die just to be sure. I don't want to tell you that, and then you go, but I only had one left and I abandoned, and they all died. I don't want that situation happening. We're gonna skip that, but don't worry. See how their health meter is down. Now my guy's pretty much full HP, but their phobe is about to die. We might get the victory this time round. Yep. Alrighty then. So what do we need? We're on 26 keys at the moment, so it might be worth us fighting out a couple more. Um, these guys shouldn't cause me any real drama either. Da, da. So I should explain that the level of difficulty also increases. So you have Puppet Army, which is red, and then you have Eternal Nightmare. As you can see, this guy's lineup would cause a lot of people around 6 million power to pause, purely because it's just fucking bad. You just don't want to fight this thing. We're going to fight it anyway. Uh, and I have some stuff to resurrect my guys anyway, so I'll wait until a couple of them die, then I'm going to abandon just to see whether or not they are resurrected. So take note, the team is at full 6-man players. I might actually kill these guys, you never know. It's all RNG based though. Can you actually kill any of my team at the moment? Should I for the sake of experiments take some of my players out so they do kill one of my team? Although they are pretty much at full health, which is a little bit annoying. We might be able to kill that Westerly at the back. Yeah, we got one off. Their harp is putting out the bleeds. These rounds go way too long. Game. There should be like a I don't know. I think it's a round 30 limiter. We may go all the way because Raf is going to keep healing him up. Unless we get lucky and we do some stuns on them. I don't think any of my team's going to die. Alright, let's try that again. So we did kill one. Pretty much back to square one. We should win this round. Yeah, we should win this. Really bad examples at the moment. The team just it's like I said, sustained teams are just the best teams for this and the mines. You need sustained teams. So don't kill off all your heroes. So at the moment we've got 47 keys. We have 10 dice. So that means if we take that, that's one more key, which we don't really care. But we basically need to beat both of these for 30 keys. Again, I don't see that being too much of an issue. Yeah. So this is this is a little bit later in life. Then I'll jump onto my baby account, or I should say my free to play account, which does not have nearly any of these capable heroes. So we'll check that out. We should actually win this one. Yeah. Hmm. Sustained team is just too good. Just too good. Yeah, we're gonna smash this and win this too. I just don't see Gilbert being enough, and Paul is only base level, so I just don't see them being able to kill me. Yeah, pretty much not. So let's have a look. Yeah, my team's at full HP too. So that was enough. So I wasn't stressing at any single point during the entire process. I got 77 keys with, like I said, minimal effort. And these are kind of some of the rewards that you'll get. You can pause it along the way if you wanted to look at it. But honestly, it's just free resources. Sometimes you hit the jackpot and you get some you can get some shields, you can get so sheriff tokens, you can get gems, but that's pretty much it. So gems and shields and the Dawn Cinema movie is pretty much the best that you can sort of get out of that. Why do you do hyperspace? That's the question everybody asks. What's the point? Oh, there is no purpose. Don't do it. That's a joke. So you want to do it basically because you're going to get access to, I would say, semi-elite heroes because and this is totally your choice where you spend it. Pole and Asia are fairly decent mid-game heroes. Pole sort of shines towards the end of late game, whereas Asia falls off. But ultimately, you do it too because you can get the hacker and the fallen. I believe that it's hacker and fallen. Yeah, you can get their 5 star or their 4 stars. So just really depends on what you're building or what faction you're building. Because I mean, you're gonna need the food. You're gonna need hacker food, and you're gonna need the fallen food. So this is a great way to get that. Unfortunately, there's not really too many elite heroes that drop out of this. Yes, you can grab some like senior hires, but why would you? You wouldn't. You would just grab a pole or a hacker or a fallen. Um, yeah, it's just one of those things. Like it's nice. I think they need to upgrade the rewards. I don't think you can get Samuel from them. I just don't think you can. I don't because I mean, if you could, I think I'd be buying only that just to see if I get Samuel copies. I don't really know if you can get them out of the 4 star shards specifics. I'm gonna keep Dreyfus and build him for when his event rolls around, so I can get some additional gear. Um, if he's a legendary option, that is. But yeah, like and also another thing, you can keep stacking up your resets on them, so you can just, I don't know, it's just up to you how long you wanna wait and stack the resets. But anyway, this is pretty long. I'll jump quickly over to my free to play account and let's just do a quick one there. And maybe see some examples of where you want to pause and reset, real brief. Okay, so just grab that out. I don't think I've done any of the dailies. uh, okay, jump back on there. Do that in a second, but hyperspace should be up. So yeah, all right. So do I want to buy that? No, not really. Same principle, but as you can see, I've got significantly less OP-ish heroes. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight them. They are scaled to my level, which is great. I can just skip ahead here. But I don't have the same level of sustain, so it makes things slightly more interesting. Um, you basically fight the puppet army, uh, and they're kind of weak. Yes, I will buy you. And see, this is why I do it. I only do it for the perfect tires. I'm not gonna lie. Um, like it's just such good value. And yes, it is RNG based, so you kind of have to get lucky. But when you do get those perfect tires and start stacking them up, you will see lots of opportunities open up, especially if you are planning to build the new heroes. You're going to need lots of them. I think we should be all right. I mean, at the moment, I'm running the for Wilder team. Is it the Wilder team? The Tamer team. Call them Wilders. For Tamer team, and it actually I didn't know this, but the bonus actually allows you to all members of that race actually has a reflection chance, which I started noticing. I was like, "Now that's a bit trippy. Why are we reflecting damage back?" So you didn't necessarily have to have that as a passive ability. It just happens. Um, no, Eternal Nightmare. Do I want to fight you for 9 keys? Yes, we do. All right, let's just see. If you didn't know, early game stuns are the best. You want to build stun. You want to build a stun team early game. You'll decimate almost every single team in PvP. Um, purely because you're just going to control the hell out of them. They're not going to be able to kill you because everyone runs harp. So you know you're going to hit them with the bleed combos and all that loveliness. Later on, they're not so viable, but that doesn't matter. Let's jump into here. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Don't be afraid to shop around for a team that you know you can get the guaranteed win on. Um, I haven't had to do it yet, which is interesting. I probably will have to attempt the old abandon reset tactic a little bit later on when it gets a little bit harder, just to see whether or not we do indeed resurrect those heroes. If you abandon in time, but I did suspect it was something that could in fact happen. These are probably going to be a bit harder. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be an opportunity. I reckon one or two of my team is going to die here, and then I should be able to abandon it in time just to see whether or not they are rezzed. Keep repeating myself. Granted, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this team. For a shitty free to play account, it's fun to see them just get stacks and stacks of debuffs and poisons and all this shit on them. For sure, someone's gonna die for this one. Double harp. It's like the contradiction. I'm actually waiting for them to die. I'm like, yeah, no, for sure they will. Calderon's a pretty good tank. If maybe. Come on, Minamoto, do something. Kill someone. No, it's game over now. The mirror. I don't even know how many buffs slash debuffs you got on you, but you got some insane dodge. Wow, that's why she's the best slot one or slot two in the game. Okay, for sure, one of us is gonna die this time. Come on, just clap my Samuel at the back. Hit Samuel, hit Samuel, hit Samuel. Come on, one more hit. All right, sweet. All right, pause. Abandon, defeat. Let's see. The moment of truth. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So it is confirmed if you abandon while watching the fight, you can go ahead and reset it. I will reset that. It wouldn't have mattered too much if I did or didn't. I'm going to throw some heals on these guys, and we're actually going to jump back in there. We should beat them without anyone dying. I'm just going to skip ahead though. Get some sweet gemages. But yeah, I just wanted to confirm that that was a thing. We're gonna buy you, yeah, and we're gonna throw on some heals. One, two, three, four. No, no, we're gonna res some people. We're gonna res you two, and then we're gonna heal the team. Yeah. A little bit of management there. I think we should be okay. I'm not sure how many do we need. I got 50. So I do need to win both of these. This might be a little bit trickier. We'll see. I might need to get the buffs. This is actually a good example too. Sometimes you might want to cancel the fight and actually buy some of those buffs. I personally don't use them, but shit, if they get you the V and they get you the 70 chests, it might be more worth it. I don't want anyone to die though. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Oh, come on, Samu, don't die. Don't die this time. This is the one time I actually don't want you to die. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Survived. Alright. How many of these dice do we have? We got 9 dice, and it's gonna cost us. Well, we've already got the 70 chests, but shit, we're already here. So let's just see. Let's see if we can make the magic happen. Get some of those yummy orbs for free. So what do you do? Increase attack, dodge, for sure. For sure, we're gonna go with you guys. Buff the crap out of you. And then attack as well. I don't know if this will be enough considering the HP's a little bit low. We're not going to watch this. We're just going to smash through. But yeah, I hope that... Nice. Very nice. So I hope that gives you a good example where you can reset it. I did this on a free-to-play account with pretty average heroes. I got some gems, which is awesome. The last chest is some gold. Ooh, golden tickets. That's actually not bad. Gold is underrated, but very valuable. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Let me know if this helped you answer some of those questions. It is a long ass video, but it's definitely possible to get 70 gems or 70 keys on both a free to play account and a pay to win account. Please like and subscribe.